Hey there, YouTube friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hillary, the Rainbow Zebra, and today I'm doing a collab with Jem from Wheelsnoheels. She tagged me in the wheelchair tag video.
Most important wheelchair skill?
A wheelie!
What skill do you wish you could do?
I have seen a lot of people here in Munich who are able to go up and down escalators or sometimes even stairs in their wheelchair, and I wish that I could do this, but not everyone who uses a wheelchair has the same abilities, and I don't have the kind of balance and core strength that someone who maybe has a spinal cord injury but is otherwise healthy has.
Are you a part-time or a full-time wheelchair user?
I am a part-time or ambulatory wheelchair user. I walk inside my own apartment and I have places to sit in each room. Anytime I go out of the apartment, I use my wheelchair except for walks that I take with my wife for physical therapy.
What is the worst thing about being a wheelchair user?
Accessibility. Accessibility? Accessibility. Cobblestone. Accessibility. Accessibility.
What is the best thing about being a wheelchair user?
For me, the best thing about being in a wheelchair is that I have my independence and my quality of life back. Before using a wheelchair, I was barely able to do my activities of daily living, or ADLs. Now that I'm using a wheelchair, I'm able to go above and beyond that and do things for fun. Like, I'm able to go to Disney. I was able to go see the Pink concert in Munich. I'm able to go to the park with my niece and nephew. I wouldn't be able to do those things if I wasn't a wheelchair user.
Why do you use a wheelchair?
I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. It's one of 13 subtypes of Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome that affect the way that your DNA produces connective tissue. And for me, one of the main things that happened a couple of years ago is I started having really bad hip and knee dislocations that made it difficult and dangerous for me to walk. I started falling down a lot and it became really painful even to walk short distances. You can find out more about the Ehlers-Danlos syndromes and all of the subtypes by checking out the Ehlers-Danlos Society. I'll post a link down in the description for their website.
What is the make and the model of your wheelchair?
I have a Cushel K-Series wheelchair, and then I have a separate set of wheels that are Quickie wheel drive wheels. These wheels function like an e-bike. The outer push rim propels me forward when I push, so it adds power to my push, and then the inner rim is like a fully electric wheelchair that I steer using the two wheels rather than a joystick.
What is your dream wheelchair?
Fortunately, I basically already have my dream wheelchair. I have an ultralight rigid frame that supports my joints the way that I need. I also have my wheel drive add-on that allows me to propel myself independently. As you can see from this clip, without the wheel drive, it would be pretty challenging for me to propel a manual wheelchair.
What's your dream wheelchair accessory?
I used to love to go camping, but ever since I started using a wheelchair, I haven't been able to. My dream wheelchair accessory would be something like the Attitude Power hand bike that attaches to the front of your wheelchair. This would allow me to go places that are outdoors and hard to access.
Is your wheelchair manual or electric?
Both. Neither. Yes.
Any advice for a first-time wheelchair user?
If you're a first-time wheelchair user, I would say, even if you think you know what you want, get a wheelchair that's a little bit more adjustable. my wheelchair is a rigid frame customized wheelchair, and it ended up not really fitting me the way that we had hoped. And there's not much room for adjustment after it's built. So in hindsight, I wish that I had gotten something that was fully adjustable as my first wheelchair so that I could get used to it and figure out what kind of seat height I needed, what angles I needed, where I needed that center of gravity, so that I could then, in my second wheelchair, customize all of that, lock it down into a rigid frame wheelchair. If you can get a hold of the company that makes the wheelchairs, like if you're looking at a quickie, you can see if you can contact Sunrise Medical and see if they'll do a trial. That way you can get a feel for a couple of different models, see which one feels the best to you, and also see where those heights and angles might be before you fill out the order form. That would be a really helpful thing that I didn't actually have access to. I was tagged by Jem from Wheelsnoheels to do the wheelchair tag video. Now I'm tagging Jessica Kellgren-Fozard, Annie Elaney, Shane from Squirmy and Grubs, and Mickey from Life with Stripes. Thanks for watching.